Hi friends, welcome to another Sunday with Sarah. I'm Sarah Baldwin and I'm coming to you today from our shop, our store at Bella Luna Toys in Rockland, Maine. And today I wanted to share with you a tutorial on how to do finger knitting with children. If you've never heard of finger knitting, it's a very simple activity but very beneficial for children. It's building their fine motor skills. Children as young as 4 can do it. And it's a great activity for kids up to 6 and even older. When I was a kindergarten teacher, finger knitting was a wonderful activity to get children to calm down and center themselves. If, for instance, during free play time they were just getting a little too rambunctious, I would give them the finger knitting they were working on, ask them to sit in a rocking chair and do some finger knitting for a while. And they love doing it. They love watching their knitting grow. And it's so simple. If you've never done it before, I'm going to show you now. So to finger knit, you can really use any type of yarn. If you're a knitter and you have leftover yarn from various projects, it's a great way to use up that leftover yarn. For young children, I like using a big, thick, chunky yarn, which is easier for them to handle. This is a plant-dyed rainbow chunky yarn that's 100% wool that we sell at Bella Luna Toys. Or you could use a more typical worsted weight wool like this. But again, the younger the child, the thicker yarn I think is preferable. So let's get started. So finger knitting is really easy. It's super simple. It's basically just a single chain stitch as you would do in crochet if you're familiar with crochet. But you're going to start with a slip knot. Sometimes children need a little help with this first stitch. And to do that, so simple. Just take your yarn and make a loop like so. And then you're going to grab through the loop, grab the yarn, and then pull it tight. And that's the first stitch. At this point, I would hand the yarn to the child and have them hold the tail in their right hand. You might want to reverse it if they're left-handed, and kind of hold this knot here securely with their thumb. And then I give them a little visual and tell them a story about a big bird who lives high up in the tree and sees the fish swimming below in the lake and when he's hungry, swoops down into the lake, grabs the fish and pulls it out quickly. And then you see you've got a big loop. And I might say, and then the lake gets much bigger. You can pull this side to make it a little smaller. And then we just repeat that. Here's your big bird, your big hungry bird swoops down, catches the fish, and pulls it out. And then we make our lake smaller again. And I have them do it a few times. The bird swoops in, catches the fish, pulls it out. And it only takes a few stitches like so for the child to get the hang of it. And then you can see the chain that we're starting to knit here. And then they can just sit and do it by themselves. And it's something I would have them work on, for a little bit every day. And sometimes it would get very, very long, and the children would compare theirs to their friends and how long theirs were getting. And again, it's just a very calming activity, and it's amazing how fast children get at it. And it's interesting, some will be looser, some will be tighter, but it's as simple as that. And once you have a long piece of finger knitting, there's so many things you can do with them. Sometimes children would even try to jump rope with them, depending on how heavy your yarn is, but you can coil them up and make like a little rug for a dollhouse. Then children would use them to make belts that might hold a sword. They find all kinds of creative uses for them. So it's as simple as that. It's a very relaxing activity. You might enjoy it yourself. And then once you've mastered that, I'll be back with another video for you on how to do 4-finger knitting, which is a little more complicated, a little good introduction to knitting with needles. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you try it. Leave your comments below if you have ideas of things to do with your finger knitting, your completed finger knitting. Leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. And subscribe to the Sunday with Sarah YouTube channel. And I'll see you again soon with 4-finger knitting. Have a great week.